Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be talking about the third part of our chat app. In this part, basically what we will be doing is that we will implement the design. So we'll improve the design or UI of our application. Along with that, we'll allow the user to send images and from gallery and storage, right? So this will be the last part of this project, and let's just get started. Um, so now you can see over here. Right now I have this app that have basically this one list of channels which is not looking good. Second thing is when I open this, I have this screen which is also like not up to the mark. The first thing that we want is a dark background for this whole application, because that's how we want our application. Like you can see over here in this design as well, we have this dark background, and then from there we'll start up. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is that I'll go to the app section, and from there I'll go to the home screen first. Okay, and in this home screen section, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say container color, and let's make it black. I guess that should be enough for making the background black, but let's just see how it looks. And yes, you can see that now it looks black. That's the first thing. The second thing is that we would like the title on top of the list, and then this other stuff that we have. Right now you can see that I have this just this one section that says that basically shows the list. So okay, so I have this, and now what I'm gonna do is I'll change this to gray, right? And font size maybe no. Okay, and second thing would be if I want to add some spacer from top, let's just add some spacer as well, and the spacer is going to be around like 16 dp, I guess. Okay, if I take this away, this works. I guess now it should work if we add a text style to it. For some reason the direct text style was not working, but let's hope this works. And this still looks bad, so we need some more things to do. The one thing would be to add padding to this, not 16, but maybe we can add some horizontal padding as 16, but the vertical should be, or let's just do one more thing, let's just keep it this way and remove the spacer from the bottom. Okay, and other than that, I would like to, the weight should be slightly like boldish color tight text for this. So I hope this time this looks better. Sounds like looks good. Okay, the next thing would be, since we have this messages and then we have this section, I would like let's just add a a text field, right? And for now let's just keep it this way, right? I don't want anything inside this, but yes, we can add a placeholder to it, and that placeholder should contain a text value that says search. Okay, other than that, I would like a modifier for this, and that modifier is supposed to be modifier dot fill max width dot maybe clip, and then we say round corner shape that says 16.dp, then we add some padding to this as well, then we add some padding as well, and that padding is going to be 8.dp, and then maybe a background that is kind of a light gray, right? Or maybe we'll go for gray. And for colors, what I'm gonna say is that text field defaults dot colors dot copy, and then we'll see that text or let's just make it simple. Text style is going to be text style, and then from the color, let's just say we do it a light gray color. So that should be something that we would like to have, but let's see how it looks. So the corners are not there. Other than that, I guess the search is there. The clip didn't work, so we need to work on the clip as well, and that should be here if I'm not wrong. If we keep it here, it should help with that. Let's make it a bigger one so that it, like, switches that. Plus I need the color to be there, so I'm gonna go to this section. It's in the UI theme, and then the color section, what I'll do is that I'll say dark gray, and that is going to be 0xff1f1f1f. okay, and now for the background I'll use dark gray because that's what I want. And the horizontal padding is going to be 16 dp, while vertical is going to be 8 for this. And okay, so I guess that this is not the right way to do it. So what we'll do is that we'll go to colors and we'll say text field defaults dot colors dot copy, and then we'll see container color. So let's say if it's a focused container, we'll still say dark gray. If it's unfocused container, I'm gonna say dark gray. Okay, second thing is the text color. So focused text color is going to be gray, unfocused text color is also going to be gray, right? Then the placeholder, focus placeholder color is also going to be gray, unfocused placeholder color is going to be gray as well, and then indicator color is also gray. So these are like some colors that we set, and now let's say if I run it, I'll probably like get what I need in this section, and now you can see that I have this. One thing that I missed over here is that leading icon, and that is going to be an image that with or maybe let's use an icon if we have. So let's use icon, and these are going to be icons dot filled, let's say, and that is going to be search, right? So we use the default icon for this, and then we'll use null for the leading icon, and I guess that should be, or not leading, let's make it trailing, because we want that in the end. And now you can see that we have this section over here, which is perfect, right? The second step would be to update the design of our channel icons list, which is not that good. And how do we get that? So this is the item, and you can see that we have this just one text section. And to fix that, what we need to do is that let's just create a composable and call it channel item. And inside channel item, what we need is that we need a string for channel name, string, and then definitely an on click item that basically helps keeping it this way. Okay, so what it will do is that it will ask for a channel name and an on click listener that basically tells back if the user have clicked on that icon, right? And what else do we have to do over here is that let's create a raw. Okay, and that raw is supposed to be background, going to be modifier is equals to modifier.fill max width, and then the next thing would be to make it a clip and say round corner shape, that's 16.dp, I guess. If I look into that design, yes, 16.dp. And the next thing would be the background, that is going to be dark gray, and that's pretty much what we should be doing. The other thing would be to create a circular section that has the text of okay. So inside the raw, what I'm gonna do is that I'll create a text. It's going to be a text. So what we will do is that we will get the first thing from there, and font size is going to be 35.dp, and then color is going to be white, and then we need to add some background to it. Okay, and also what we need to do is that we need to make it a circle shape as well. Just don't need this. I remember we have to use text style, or maybe style is equals to text style, and then now we need to add the font size, that is going to be 35.sp. and what else do we have? Yeah, we need to create some sort of random color generator, but right now let's just use a default color. So what I'm gonna do is that I'll just use one default color over here, and now let's add a background to this. Okay, so I have added this temporary color to this section, and the next thing would be another text that's going to be the channel name. And for this we just need to make it look a little bit something like this. We don't need like enough of the information for this, but I guess that's what happened. Sorry, over here. Okay, so we have this padding that should be 8, not 16, and that is going to be in the center. And now we need to make that the content, basically the vertical alignment is basically center vertically, and I guess that's pretty much. Now over here what we will do is that we'll call this, and we'll call the channel name, plus the on click section is going to be this one. That will basically do this, and now we don't need this text. Okay, right, so this is done, the first step, and let's see if I run it. This should look good at least. Bad, too bad, right? And the reason that it looks bad could be because of this, maybe. I'm not sure yet, but let's just do one more thing. Let's just add a preview section as well, so that we know what we are doing. Now we need to call the channel item test channel. Also, this on click section is going to be this. Now if I do this, now if I run it one time, second time it should work. So basically it needs just, now you can see that this looks like this, which is not a good shape, I would say. I need this thing to be the bigger. So what I'm gonna do is that I'll add like some size to this, something like this. And now if I look into it, text center, I need to make it to be in the center. Or let's just do one more thing to make it a little bit simpler for us. And now this whole section, take this whole section and add it over here. Okay, not here, over here. And now let's just take this text and add it inside it. What we need now is we need to align it. So basically modifier dot align, and that is going to be center. So if I make it center, it's going to be there in the center. Second thing is this color for my channel name, and that is also going to be white. So is it white, right? Yeah. And this is done, the first part of the application. Now if I run the app, you'll see these channels looks okay. The other problem right now I see over here is that the channel background is basically making an issue in terms of it's covering everything, and we don't want that. We want that to be to have some padding before padding. So horizontal is going to be 16.dp, while vertical is going to be smaller, so I'll just say maybe 2.dp, I guess. And also I would like the clip to be there before. Now I hope let's hope the design looks a little bit better. And yes, I guess this looks much better than the previous one. The only one more thing that I feel is quite bigger is the padding from each end, so I'll just reduce it to 8. So you know the distance between these sections is smaller and it looks a little bit better. But let's see how it looks now. I guess much better, right? Also, I would like this to be uppercase as well. The reason for that to be uppercase is that even if the title is like smaller, this should looks bigger in terms of the design. And sorry, I have to like run too much like to and fro, but this is how it looks now, which is I would say it's much better, right? And now if I open any, click on it, it's not working, and the reason for that it's not working is because it's like make it clickable, and then from there we call it on click. Now if I go there and click on this section, it will take me to the next screen or the chat screen where I can chat. And let's say if it just happened. I don't know what I'm doing. Sorry. We need to keep it in the row in the top level fragment, right? I was just adding it to this section. That's why it's like creating, like if I click over here, you will see it opens, but we need to make it clickable on the whole list section or the whole row section. So now if you see, if I click on this, we get this. Now we need to update this design because this doesn't look good as well. So let's just come to the chat screen and do the first step like we did for the other one, and that was container color, and let's make it black. That's the first thing. Okay, and now the first thing is done. The second thing would be to like color the chat bubbles as per our designs. And if you look into the chat bubble, what we are gonna do is, I guess let's just make it a raw. Why raw is because we would like an image section over here, and that is going to be a painter resource. Let's just say r dot drawable dot, so, or make it like this way: if is current user, then we need like let's just add a very else. We need to import. Okay, so I'm gonna say r import and r dot drawable dot, let's say for now let's just keep logo. And for the else part, what I'm gonna do is that I'll use the default icon that we have in the designs. So let me just export that file. Okay, so I'm gonna get over here in the drawable section, and then let's just import some vector assets, right? And I have like a couple of them. Is this friend one? Okay, this have some other issue. Okay, let's just fetch the other required one. So this is the first thing. Then we have another vector asset that is this one for image section. And now I'll just export it as a PNG so we can copy it. And what I'm gonna do is I'll copy this drawable over here as well. And now what I'm gonna do is I'll just get rid of this. We just don't need this. It just came to my mind that we don't need this. It's just all dot r dot drawable dot friend, right? And that front, after the front section, the other part would be I guess that's how I would like it. And then the other, this part, you know, this section is going to be, I just want this over here and add it to the modifier. Reason is that I just don't want the image to be covered in it, the user image to be covered in that section, but only the bubble or the text that we have, and the text is going to be white, which is fine. Now let's just update these designs. So like if it's a current user, I would like the color to be more like a, you know, let's just add some colors, more colors, and let's call it purple, and that's going to be 0xff this. And the other one, we do have that for other one, right? So this is going to be purple, and this is going to be dark gray for the else part. And this image, so let's say if not current user, we will use you, else we'll just, you know, leave that over here. And now if I run it, I hope as per the design things will get better, but let's see how it looks. So now it's just restarting, and I click on this, it looks something like this. I would say much better, but you know, we need to add some padding to this because, you know, this looks really bad. So get over here to the chat bubble again, and then over here the padding is 8. We need to make it at least 16. And now when I run it, it should be much better, and the message that we display should also be trimmed. So the reason for trimming it is because, you know, we don't want the section to be, you know, taking extra lines and stuff if there is nothing other than just like if user click enter, it just gets an extra stuff. Okay, I guess I found the issue for this, and that is because the background is been added later on, and we would like the background to be added first and then the padding, so that, you know, it takes the internal padding. And now it should be fixed, right? There is no spacer between this, and I would like some spacing between these two items. So if the image is there, I would like a spacer as well, and that's going to be, I guess that's enough. Like the 8 dp should be enough. That's one thing. Secondly, I would like the vertical alignment to be center vertical as well, because you can see that the image is going on top, but I would like it to be in the center of every chat message that we send. This way the design would look much better. And now if I look into this, now you can see this implementation. And now if I send a message, okay, I need to test, let's say something like this, it comes over here without the icon, and this is how I would like my chat to be. The second thing, or sorry, the other thing would be to update these button design as well, because this is not how we want it as per the design. And to do that, what I'm gonna do is that we'll go to our this section. You can see we have this padding being added to each side, which is a good thing, I would say, but I would like it at the end. That's first thing. Second, the background is I need is the dark gray button, and for this send icon, this is currently this, but I would like to have an image, and then we'll need a painter. And then what I'm going to do is that I'll say painter resource r dot drawable dot send. Okay, and also I would like one more button in the start of this row. Okay, that is going to be not send, but this is going to be attach. Okay, and for now let's just not do anything out of this. And now if I run it, we might we might face some other issues, because that there are something that we might need to fix. And now you can see this image is there, this send icon is there, but this text field looks really bad, and we need to fix that. Okay, to fix this, what we need to do is, this is the text field over here, and as we have done for the other section as well, what I'm gonna do is that I'll go to the color, and inside the color I'm gonna go something like this, not exactly like this, but colors dot copy. I guess that's how we need to do. And then we say container focus container and unfocused container color. Same goes for focused text color and unfocused text color. I guess this should be enough. Yeah, I guess that should be enough, because this color will go away, and the text will also be shown to this section, to the user as well. But let's see how it looks. Okay, we have this thing done, we have this, and now you can see this looks much better. Now if I add a message, hi, and send a message, it looks like this. This is how exactly I wanted. Okay, and this is done for one more part right now. So this is done. Okay, the next thing is that we would like some stuff. I would like to post some images. Okay, so to implement that section, what we need to do is that we need to go to the manifest. Okay, and right now you'll see that we don't have any permission over here. We need to add some permissions. For example, for different SDK levels, we'll have different kind of permissions, and we need to add them all. It says without hardware feature. Okay, we need to add that as well. So what I'm gonna do is that we'll use internet. Definitely we need internet permission, then camera, then read external storage for like the API level 32, and after API 33 we don't need the record audio, I guess. Yeah, we need read media images for API SDK 33, and then we have some specific stuff that basically we can read video and audio stuff. So all these are there. Okay, and the second thing, that like the other thing other than that would be to implement that permission into our app. Okay, and to do that in the chat screen, I would like to do it in the chat screen, I guess, because that should be the place where we should be doing it. So let's like add some customization over here. So basically what we need to do is that when user click on that attachment button, we need to show a dialog that basically asks the user what do you want to do. Either the user would like to go with the gallery or with the camera. So from there we'll take up. Okay, and how we are supposed to do is that we need to create a we need to create a dialog, and let's just create a dialog with a composable function. Content selection dialog, and let's say on camera selected if it's a camera, and other one would be on gallery selected if it's user like select the gallery. After this on GALLERY, I guess it's gallery. Okay, now second thing would be to create an alert dialog. Pretty simple. On dismiss requests, then we have a confirm button, then we'll have another dismiss button, I would say. So let's just use those two buttons, and other than that we'll have a title and message. What should be the other one? It should say text. Okay, yeah, we need to have a text. Okay, but the title also needs to be a composable, and the text also need to be composable. So like these are the things that we need to do. We don't need that on dismiss request, but for confirm, let's just use text camera. Okay, and for the other one, for the gallery, and the title should be text select your source SOURC, and that is going to be text. And let's just make it, would you like to pick an image from the gallery or use the camera? So that's the dialog that I would think we can see. And just one more thing I guess that we need to do is that we need to make it a text button. And why a text button? Because I would like this to be there, okay, something like this. And this is going to be an on click, which is equals to on camera selected. So that's how the confirm button should look. And the same way I'm gonna switch for the gallery, and we'll just take it away, this section, and this is going to be on gallery selected. Okay, so this is basically the dialog implementation done. And now what we need to do is that we need to create a state for dialog show, or let's make it choose a dialog is equals to remember, and that's going to be mutable state of false. Okay, so that's done. And now in this section we'll see if choose a dialog is there. If it's true, we'll see the content selection dialog, and then definitely we'll see for camera we'll add this, and for on gallery let's just do it this way. Okay, and then we definitely need to do relevant stuff that we need to implement. So that is one thing. The second thing that we need to do is that we need to create a URI for this, and that is going to be camera image URI. That's equals to remember mutable state of, that's going to be a URI, and then it's gonna be a null. Okay, let's just make it up. And the second thing would be to create a launcher for it. Let's make it camera image launcher. And this basically require a contract, and the reason for this, basically this defines that what we need to do, take picture or open gallery or whatever we want, we can do it through this one. Okay, and then that's pretty much what we need to do right now. I guess that's how we need to, like, let me just say camera image URI dot value let, and then that's where we will basically send image to server. But right now that implementation is not done, so let's just keep it over here like this. Second thing is that we need to create a function that basically help us create that section. What I'm going to do is that I'll just create an internal function over here, and I'll see create image URI. Okay, and that method is supposed to return a URI to us. And let's just create a simple stuff for now. The first thing is that we need to create a timestamp for this, and then we need to create a directory, and since that directory is going to be pictures, I guess that's how we need to do it. Then again, nav controller.context, and then we need to go for nav controller.context, and then this file. Just one more thing that we need to do, we need to assign this as well. And since that function is defined inside the chat screen, I'll add it over here so that we can access. Okay, so what we did is that basically calling this function help us create that image for the URI and assign it to that to the file. But there's just one more thing. Since we have added it, we need to define some providers as well, because without that we'll not be able to access it. So first thing that we need to do over here is to look into this section and come over here in the XML, and you see we don't have a file. We need to create a resource file with the name, let's call it file paths, and this is going to be this. Okay, so we need to allow the user to access all the files. And the other thing would be we need to define those provider over here as well, and this is going to be like this. Okay, pro, I guess that's how it is. Okay, so now what I've done is that basically I defined, this is basically a normal method for accessing files in Android with the latest implementation that we have done. And now let's just get back to where we are. So basically what we have done till now is that we have basically created an image launcher. We created an image URI state, and then we created an image launcher that basically help us select that image from camera. And after that, what we have done is that we created this function that basically help us create the URI. Okay, the other step would be basically to call the camera when user when the dialog is shown, and then over here you see. So basically what I'm gonna do is that we need to check if we have a permission. So what we're gonna do is that we need to check for self permission, and that is going to be manifest permissions dot checks manifest dot permission dot camera. So if it's granted, we'll just do it this straight away. Or let's just do it this way. We need this over here so that we can access it. Okay, so now what we have done is that if the permission is available, then what we'll be doing is that we'll straight away call for this. But if the permission is not available, then over here we need to call like request permission. Okay, and for requesting a permission, we need to implement the permission mechanism for this as well, and that is going to be again with the permission launcher. So I'm gonna do is that permission launcher is equals to, remember, launcher for, and then this is going to be a contract, sorry, not over here. So the contract is going to be this time activity result contract dot request permission, right? And inside this section, it's just that if we just need to, it's gonna be if is granted. What we'll do is that we'll just, I guess I should take this function and write it over here, just above everything. Now we have the permission launcher as well, and now the camera section over here, what we'll do is that we'll request and then launch, and then over here we need to define the permission that we require. Okay, like in this case we'll do this. Now let me just run it and see if this works. So when I click on this, a dialog should appear, but right now I guess this should not work. Reason for this is that section where we have this text field, this on click doesn't do anything for us. Okay, and we need to implement that chat message section as well. So basically, so what I'm going to do is that I'll see on image clicked, and the other one, or I guess that's pretty much what we want. So on in this section, when on images clicked, what we'll do is that we'll make the dialog to be true, right? And again, when there is a selection on any of the stuff, we'll make this dialog to be false as well, so we don't show it again, like we don't end up showing it every time. And one more thing that we need to do over here is that when user click on this attach image, we need to call this. Now I guess now we're done, and now let's just run it and see if it works. Okay, now I have this, and now let's click on this section, and I click on this. You see it says select source, and that gallery and camera color is quite bad, but let's just click on camera. And now as soon as click on camera, it asks for my permission, and when I give the permission, it opens this. And now let's just take a picture, and now click on this, it get me back over here. Now the reason why this doesn't work after this is because we have not implemented the data storage sections. Okay, so you need to do, what you need to do is that basically you need to enable the data storage section as well. So I'm gonna do is we need to enable that first. Okay, so what you need to do is that we need to go to the build section and then into the storage section. Okay, and now in this section you just need to start in a test mode and define one section for this. Okay, so this is, let's just let it complete. Okay, and meanwhile that stuff is done, we need to implement a way where basically we can send a message to our backend. So what I'm going to implement is that I'm going to implement send image message. Okay, and now I need a URI over here. Along with that I need channel ID over here as well. Okay, so that's one thing. Second thing is that we need to create wall image ref, and now I'm gonna say this. Okay, so basically previously we were using a database over here. Now I'm going to use storage, and then you can like, it's totally up to you on how you want to do it, on making it how deep you want to add it. But right now for this specific purpose, since it's a small project, we can just keep it on top of this, like, and okay, so it's just auto completed pretty much everything that I wanted over here. The first thing is that basically continue with task, which is, let's say if it's not successful, it will be just throwing something, else it will give us a download URL. Okay, and this download URL is going to be used for the on complete task listener. So basically over here what we'll do is that we'll see if this completed, then we need to send a message. Okay, and if we want to send a message, we need this message section to be nullable as well. So like, it's not important that it's it can be nullable as well. And then once we do that, what we'll do is that we'll create a new entry for the image, and now for sender image, this is going to be null, but image URI, this section is going to be this section. So basically sender name displayed, sender image is not going to be displayed, message is going to be null, sender ID is current ID. I guess that's pretty much what we do. And then again we need to or why would we do that? I guess we can update it slightly. Image, let's just do it this way. Okay, we don't need to create this whole stuff over here again, this whole so what I'm gonna do is that we'll just do it this way, and we'll say send image. Now we need a channel name, which we have. The message text is going to be null, and in this case this. Okay, and by default I'm going to keep it null. Reason for that is that basically sometime we might not get it, and then over here we'll just use this as image web. And I guess that's pretty much what we need. And now we get back to this chat screen section, and now I remember we added some implementation over here, this section. Now we'll say that send an image, right? And this is going to be a view model, so we need to pass the view model object. Where is the view model? Where is the view model? Okay, so it's over here. We need to make it a little bit above over here, and now this way we send this image. Okay, now once we send this image, there is one thing that's left. Okay, and that is basically we need to display that image as well. So basically now we want to show that image. So inside this chat bubble, we'll see if the image is available, we show the image. If the image is not available, we show the other stuff. Okay, so let's just do it. And how we are supposed to do that is basically we'll see if messages dot image URL not equals to null, we do that, else we are going to do this. We need to do an else part as well to this. Okay, so this, and now this is not going to be this, it's going to be an async image. Okay, and this is going to be model and message dot image URI, and the size should be not 200, let's just keep it 200 for now. I guess that's pretty much what we want, but since the color and the stuff we need to be in sync with that, what I can do is that I'll add this inside a box, and that box is going to have all these things that we added to that text field over there. And now I'll just wrap everything inside it. Now what I've done is that I created a box on top of it where basically the images will be stored, and then we added an async image that basically fetched that image from the URL, and we did the other stuff on top of it. So now just let's run it again and see if this basically works on how so ideally what should happen is that when I click on this and select an image, the image should be passed to the server, and as soon as the image is passed to the server, our section should be updated. But let's see how it looks. Go over here, click camera, and now let's just select the image, select this, just wait for a while since that image needs to be uploaded. And now you can see that image is uploaded. Quite bad in a way, because I can see that message is basically overlapping, but yeah, we can fix that. But you can see that the image is there. Okay, the image is uploaded into this section. There are some, like the UI needs to be fixed because it looks really bad, but other than that, looks the stuff is how we want it. Now that's one thing. Now the second part would be to select images and from the gallery, because this was just for the a camera, and we want that for gallery as well. But before doing that, I need to update some UI section as well, because this section look really bad when I use it. Or maybe we can update the dialog colors, but let's just, for now, let's just do it this way. We need this color to be white. We can just take it off so that it looks better. Secondly, in the bubble section, you saw that we have this section, right? And we need to scale. So basically on content scale, we need to make it fit. The reason for that is basically we want to add it as a fit, and then maybe we can add an implementation where we can allow the user to open it in a different screen and show it as a full screen or something like that. But for now, I guess this should be pretty much okay. Now I click on this, I saw that image, sorry, not fit, will bounce, sorry about that. Or maybe there was something else as well. Center, I guess the crop should work. That basically will use whatever is available. But yeah, I guess that's how we can. Yeah, it looks good. Okay, so basically this is what we have done. We have added an image. Now let's just add the gallery implementation, because that's the only thing left. And to fetch images from gallery, we again need to create another activity result, and this is going to be the image launcher, right? And that's going to be get content. Okay, and this is going to be a URI, and just pretty straightforward. So basically what we'll be doing is that, so it's gonna be a nullable URI, so basically either you get or not. So if it's there, what I'm gonna do is that I'll just pass it. Okay, and yeah, this is like this, and then from the choose a dialog section where we have this for where it is content scale for camera selected. For gallery, what we're gonna do is that we'll launch it like this using image, and I guess no, what do we need? Okay, so basically this is done. Okay, click on this, we get this, and if I click on this section, we get a gallery. It opens the gallery, right? But since we don't have any image in this section, you'll not be able to get that image from there. But if you do it, it will work. So basically that's pretty much enough, I would say, that how we want things to implement. Or do we have anything else that we want? I guess looks like pretty much what I would like, but there's just one thing that maybe we can do, is that we need to show the title of the screen as well. Since we have this channel ID, we need to implement one more thing, and that is going to be channel name. Okay, and again we need to update the list of arguments to this, right? And channel name should go over here, and then again channel name is going to be channel name. Okay, and now over here we'll pass channel name as well to this chat screen, and we need the channel name as string. Okay, and once we do that, we need to check from where we are basically calling this chat section, and that is most probably the home screen section. So we go over here and we check where are we calling the navigate, right? And now over here what we'll be doing is that we'll pass channel name as well. I guess this should work. Let's see if it works, and if it works, the other part would be to basically use that channel name into the in the list of messages. And yeah, I guess that's pretty much what we would like to do. This raw column. Okay, if I click, I guess this will help with Now you can see basically adding that weight and converting into column basically helps in showing this last image as well. And that's pretty much what we needed. Now one more thing that we want on top of it is that the channel name should also be displayed like we have in the designs. So उसके लिए अब हम क्या करने जा रहे हैं कि जी where is our chat screen में जाते हैं और चैट स्क्रीन में जो हमारा चैट मैसेजेस का सेक्शन है जहां हम मैसेजेस पास करेंगे विल पास द चैनल नेम एज वेल। ठीक है, और यहाँ पे जैसे कि वी हैव दिस चैनल सेक्शन, आई जस्ट ऐड वन मोर आइटम और ये आइटम इज गोइंग टू बी इट्स लाइक चैनल आइटम। सो चैनल आइटम कर देते हैं इसको। यहाँ पे हम इसको कहेंगे कि जी शो द चैनल नेम और इमेज, सॉरी, और जो बेसिकली ऑन क्लिक लिस्टनर है, वी डोंट नीड दैट। और अब अगर मैं इसको चलाता हूँ तो यू विल सी के विल हैव ओके यस complaining rightly, we need to pass channel name as well. And yeah, okay, so once we do that, we should be done with this. We will see the channel name on top of it. We'll see this. Okay, it's not looking like that good because of the modifier that we added. But if we can like work with that modifier section, this will be looking really nice and we can fix this. But so basically for that what we need to do is that for the channel name section, where it is, it should be in the chat screen over here, right? This channel item should take a modifier like this, and now this modifier is going to be this. This is important because okay, okay, right? So basically what we have done is that basically we added the modifier on top of it so that वहाँ पे तो basically वो उसको हिसाब से adjust करे, but over here it should not do it like that, and over here will be just modifier. Hopefully this time it will be fixed. Okay, design, this one looks same, but this is much better, and because of the scaffold, if we don't use the scaffold it will go to the top, but we would like to use the scaffold because that it's because of some other reasons. But yeah, this is how it looks. Pretty cool, right? And this would be, so basically this is how we implemented the chat app along with the storage. For you, an assignment that I would give you is that you can try to click on this image and open it in a new screen. It's just a very simple section. You need to create one more screen and have a full screen image, like an image view into that, and then when clicking on this, it should navigate you there, and then clicking back should take you back over here. And yeah, I guess that's done. Okay, so that was it for today. I hope you liked the video, and if you are new, please don't forget to subscribe and like the video, And if you are old user, you know what to do with this. Please share the video with your friends who are interested in uh, Android development using Jetpack, Compose, and if you want, you can join my Discord channel. The link would be in the description. Over there, you can, if you have any question regarding the tutorials or any other issue regarding these projects that we've been doing, you can directly ask me, and there are some other people that will also that might help you with that. So I hope to see you guys in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.